Sample problem 4.6 is a dilution problem. Isotonic saline is a 0.15 molar aqueous solution of sodium chloride. How would you prepare 0.80 liters of isotonic saline from a 6 molar stock solution? So a dilution problem is one where you are lowering the concentration of solute in your solution. So in other words, you're taking the same amount of moles but putting it in a larger volume, which kind of spreads out that solute to make it thinner, I guess, if you were thinking of like a real world example. For instance, let's say you were drinking a cup of coffee and it was too strong for you. How would you make it weaker? You'd add water to it, or you would lower its concentration, right? You would dilute it with water. So it's the same type of concept here. And we have a formula that allows us to calculate these new concentrations, and I'm going to write it up here now. M1V1 equals M2V2. M being molar concentrations, V being the volume, okay? So, I'm going to let my 0.15 molar aqueous solution of my sodium chloride, that's the one I'm trying to prepare, so I'm going to let that be M2. Well, actually, let's let it be M1. So I've got 0.15 molar, and I'm going to let that equal M1. Now, I'm trying to prepare 8.8 liters of that 0.15 molar solution, so I'm going to let that be V1. So 0.80 liters equals V1, because that's how much I want to make of the isotonic saline. So that means my M2 then is going to be what I'm starting with, my 6.0 molar. That's going to equal M2, because that's how much my stock solution, that's the concentration of my stock solution that I have of the sodium chloride. And so then V2, we don't know what that is, so I'm going to put a question mark equals V2, right? Because that's going to answer my question. That's going to tell me how I would prepare, right? I would make that volume of that concentration, that 6 molar. So let's see here. I have got 0.15 times, and I got to put my molar there, times my 0.80 liters, that's my V1, is going to equal 6.0 molar, that's my M2, times V2. That's what I'm looking for. So if I divide both sides by 6.1 molar, or 6.0, sorry, then 6 divided by 6 cancels. Check this out. Molar divided by molar cancels. My units are going to be left in volume. So let's see what that math gives me. I've got 0.15 times 0.8 divided by 6, 0. Let me go back to my other color there. So V2 is going to equal 0.020 liters, okay? So that means how I would prepare this is I would take 0.020 liters of the 6 molar stock solution and then dilute it to 0.8 liters, right? I would add water to it, in other words, until I got up to 0.8 liters. And that concentration of that solution would be 0.15 molar.